Switching gears now to another big story that we are following this afternoon. Big news for Texans fans that's happening, and this came in pretty late this afternoon.
Oh, man, listen to this. Is Andre Johnson's time with the Texans over? Eyewitness sports director Greg Bailey joining us with Johnson's surprising comments he made this afternoon, Greg.
He did, Eric, and once he didn't show up for the voluntary veteran minicamp, we kind of thought this might be the road that we would be taking. Andre Johnson makes it clear he has not asked the Texans for a trade, but beyond that, there are clearly no more guarantees that the franchise cornerstone will ever suit up for the Texans again. Making an appearance to donate $30,000 to the Houston Area Women's Center this afternoon, Johnson tells us the offseason has been very frustrating. Johnson refers specifically to yet another coaching change, this one under Bill O'Brien. The six-time Pro Bowl wideout said he has talked with O'Brien about once a week, maybe once every other week, but now leaving Houston is something he must consider.
Just the thing is, you know, when you've been somewhere for a long time, you know, nobody has been here as long as I have. So, you know, you just kind of, you know, look at things. I've been thinking about things this off season, and, you know, I just, you know, kind of wonder is, you know, sometimes is this still a place for me?
Wow, 32 years old, coming off two of the best seasons of what will almost certainly be a Hall of Fame career. Now you heard Andre Johnson wonder, is this still the place for me? Johnson makes it very clear later in that interview, this is not a spur-of-the-moment decision. He has given this a lot of thought, and as we said, he has spoken with the new Texans coach regularly since Bill O'Brien was hired around the new year. Andre Johnson simply wondering, do I want to go through another rebuild, or do I want to finish my career playing for championships and playing with a contending football team? We thought this might happen. Andre clearly had a very difficult time with last year's 2-14 record. That was tough for him every time we would talk to him in that locker room.
Well, it's hard for fans to hear him question his, you know, his time here.
Yes.
If somebody deserved to run at a championship, it's Andre Johnson.
Yeah, we talked about it earlier. This is maybe a little bit of a stretch, but there was a guy named Ray Bork who played for years in Boston, played hockey there with the Bruins. He was shipped off and won a championship with Colorado at the very end of his career, and everybody in Boston lined up to cheer him and give him a standing ovation. You can imagine the same type of scenario if Andre were to go somewhere else, play great, win a championship. I don't think there would be many people in this city who would not pat him on the back and thank him for 11 great years with the Houston Texans.
Absolutely, but boy, major changes since he really has been the unofficial leader of the team.
Because it feels a lot like a total rebuild over there right now. Yep.
All right, Greg, thank you.
Yep.
All right, we're going to be talking about